Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take a look at global wealth and investment management companies. This is a great database if you're looking to raise capital in 2025 and beyond. To be clear, this is the who's who of global wealth management, an exclusive roster of top-tier firms managing multi-billion-dollar portfolios and cross-border investments. The Ultimate Global Wealth Management Company database. So this presentation introduces a rare and highly valuable database of global wealth management companies meticulously compiled from verified institutional sources and updated for 2025. It focuses on firms actively managing private, client, family office, and institutional portfolios across equities, alternative, and real assets, offering exceptional visibility into organizations deploying both proprietary and managed capital. Now, unlike generic contact lists, this resource highlights wealth managers with verified investment mandates and private market activity, providing actionable intelligence for those pursuing capital introductions, advisory partnerships, or asset distribution channels. It represents institutional quality data curated to accelerate fundraising visibility, refine investor targeting, and connect you directly with decision makers across global wealth management platforms. So the key database components. This unique database of global wealth management companies includes the following: 7,100 wealth management companies, 30,600 key contacts, and that includes 19,500 of them with their key contact emails, and key description of firms, websites, company emails, and more. The spreadsheet is going to be coming up a little bit later in the video. So the Global Wealth Management Company database, connecting you to the world's leading capital managers. Number one, comprehensive wealth platforms across 40 plus global markets. So from Singapore to Switzerland, this database spans independent wealth managers, multifamily offices, and institutional advisory firms overseeing substantial discretionary and client capital. And these groups actively invest across private equity, real estate, infrastructure, technology, and diversified alternatives. For examples include EFG Asset Management, Lombard Odier, Kuwait Financial Market, and Bank of Singapore Wealth Management. 2. Institutional grade profiles with verified intelligence. This is the database that comes from institutional sources. You cannot scrape this type of database, so just be very careful if somebody's offering you some sort of a web scraping service. It doesn't work, so keep in mind that each entry includes ownership lineage, asset focus, regional exposure, investment strategy, source from verified filings, and corporate disclosures. You can gain actionable insight into leading wealth management entities such as Mirabel Group, RBC Wealth Management, and Credit Agricole Private Banking. 3. Access strategic long-term capital managers. So unlike traditional investors, these firms act as long-term stewards of capital, building partnerships, co-investing in private market opportunities, and managing diversified mandates for ultra-high net worth and institutional clients. Their disciplined approach favors stability, alignment, and enduring relationships with credible partners. And lastly, it's ideal for cross-border capital raising and institutional partnerships. This data set connects you with institutional-grade wealth managers rarely found in a standard venture capital or private equity lists. So it's an invaluable tool for identifying co-investors, managed account partners, or strategic placement channels. A powerful complement to family office and investment company databases. So why this database is unique? Well, it's designed for accessing global wealth management investors. And firstly, it's curated for wealth management capital access, built for fund managers, advisors, and developers seeking access to global wealth management firms actively allocating capital across private equity, real estate, and alternative investments. Again, the key part there is actively allocating capital. So they're active allocators, firms managing discretionary client portfolios or proprietary wealth mandates. Targeted relevance focused on institutions deploying between $10 and $500 million across private markets and alternative assets, and deal alignment. So it's perfect for capital raisers and advisors seeking introductions to global wealth intermediaries and allocators. Secondly, proprietary, verified, and institutional grade. So this is 7,100 wealth management companies built for 2025 institutional sources, This database should take you well into the end of 2028 as well. So comprehensive profiles, institutional verification, and it gets updated reasonably often from my side. This one is updated as of about the first quarter of 2025. Thirdly, accurate high-value capital connections. So you're going to be able to gain an immediate edge by targeting decision makers, managing substantial wealth pools, eliminate cold leads, so focus only on verified firms proven to engage in private investment allocations. Save time and research costs, that's the most important. All my databases, that's really what they're going to get you. You don't have to do any of your own research. It's all here, and it's all in segments that are perfect for you to use. So you're going to access pre-qualified wealth platforms ready for capital introductions and partnerships. And lastly, institutional credibility, a trusted, data-driven resource supporting strategic fundraising and distribution efforts. So who can benefit from this database? Well, firstly, fundraisers and capital advisors. That's ideal for professionals raising capital across private equity, real estate, and alternative investments. You connected directly with active global wealth management firms managing discretionary portfolios and proprietary mandates. So these are the gatekeepers of institutional capital. Perfect for boutique investment banks, placement agents, and advisors seeking verified credit leads. Just in the last couple of weeks, I've helped a boutique investment bank with sourcing investors from my database for a mandate they have. So it just shows you that not only people that are looking to raise money as founders, but institutional groups also contact me for help. 2, developers, fund managers, and project sponsors. So it's built for developers, private equity managers, and operators pursuing long-term wealth management partners. These firms allocate to real assets, infrastructure, technology, and sustainable ventures. So it's ideal for co-investments and institutional equity. Thirdly, strategic intermediaries and consultants, a key resource for investment consultants, financial advisors, and fundraising strategists managing multiple mandates. Provides targeted access to firms deploying capital into growth, income-producing, and impact-driven assets, improving engagement efficiency. And lastly, cross-border capital connectors. It's essential for professionals structuring international partnerships, fund placements, or joint ventures. The database opens access to wealth management firms across North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia Pacific, verified as active allocators. So let's take a look at the database. First, a key database disclosure. I like to add this to all my videos. My extensive database library provides hundreds of thousands of global contacts, typically including profiles, emails, and websites, though not all details are complete. Now, it's primarily compiled and updated from 2021 to 2025, with most of the key updates in the last couple of years. Now, this corporate resource may include contacts whose roles have since changed. It's designed as an excellent starting point for outreach. It's best leveraged and continually refined by organizations with dedicated data teams. To be clear, this is not a database that you use to spam. This is a research database for you to really target it on who your potential investment opportunities are going to come from. So this database comprises a blend of individuals and companies, each with distinct investment criteria and operating condition. So there's no guarantee your approach will be favorably received. Note, this database is available to corporate or groups only, no personal sales. Okay, now we're over on the spreadsheet part, and you can see here in the bottom left-hand corner we have 7,127 firms. So if we scroll back up to the top, you're going to get in this data set the firm name, their background, so you're going to be able to do some filtering using that as well. Again, these are all wealth managers. It's a global list, so you're going to get the city, the country, and in some cases you will get some assets under management, but that's not for the entire database, but it's for a pretty good section of it. You're going to get their region, you're going to get their full address, you get their websites, the emails, the company emails, of course, and then you're going to get, as we scroll a little bit further to the right, you're going to get some other secondary location information, year established, and some other financial information. Now, these data sets are not 100% complete as far as every single cell but they're going to give you enough information that if you are filtering for whatever your sector is and you're looking for groups that are active, this is a great database because they are, the majority of them are deploying capital in many cases. So now let's take a look at the key contacts. So under the key contacts filtering, you see here we've got about 30,600, of which 19,500 have emails. So what happens if you don't have an email? It's really simple. Just take their name, type it into LinkedIn, and about 98% of them you're going to get a hit from them because, again, these are all corporate and senior contacts. So this makes a perfect complement to the firm's part, so that you're going to be able to drill down, reach out to a number of contacts. It also will give you information on the asset class that they specialize in. For example, it could be private equity, real estate, hedge funds, private debt, or general. So it helps you do a lot more filtering. Many of these groups are going to have multiple contacts, so the odds are you're going to be able to reach somebody who is a perfect target for you, whether it's via email or LinkedIn, so that you can make that initial cold connection. This is really going to help you at least target a lot of real key wealth managers that are deploying capital on behalf of their clients, and it's going to be a database that you could use well into the end of 2028. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, for larger capital raises, my verified database of 24,000 global funds is perfect. It's all the funds raised since 2022, and it has 400 fundraising executives, 277,000 emails. Again, it's a large capital raises. Think anywhere from 3 million to 100 million coverage across all regions, asset classes, and strategies, and it's the most complete global capital access tool available. I've got videos on this, and it is up to date as of the quarter of 2025. For more information, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.